there's quadrilateral. It's a four-sided shape, JKLM. Now you need to graph that over the line of reflection, x equals -2. This is a line, ladies and gentlemen. So if I went up here, you can see the line right here, the green line that we reflected the image over and the green diagonal line that we reflected the image over. We don't have a line yet. X equals -2 is right here on the x-axis. Go to -2. Is right here, folks. There is a vertical line. X equals -2, if you remember back from Algebra 1, is a vertical line. And go ahead and label that if you could. X equals -2. Alright, time to reflect. Everybody, I want you to take this point and start with M. Even though that was last, we'll start with M. I'd like you to reflect it over that line of reflection. Now don't put M here. That's ridiculous. That doesn't make any sense. Don't put M on the same side of the line of reflection. It has to be on the other side. It has to be the same distance, and it has to be perpendicular. So because this is a vertical line, go 1, 2. I think the distance to the line of reflection is 2, so go 1, 2 on the other side. And folks, there's M prime. Let's do J next. J is 1, 2, 3, 4 units to the line of reflection. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam. You can do the rest. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got to go out one more increment. There's K prime. And then L is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's L prime. Beep. Beep. Pretty easy, right? Nothing to it. There it is, folks. Here, I'm going to label the image. Here's your pre-image. Folks, that's all we got to do. That's an example. You're going to see questions like this in our homework. Once again, if you have graph paper, use it in your homework. It's just going to make things a lot easier. Let's do another one. On the page. Flipping the page. Example 2. Let's graph quadrilateral. A, B, C, D. Then reflect over y equals 1. Here we go. Okay, let's put them this way this time. Folks, I'm going to go a little quicker on this one. If you need to pause it to give this problem a shot on your own, feel free. In fact, I would encourage that. Once I write these last couple points down and draw the XY axis, pause it. Try to do it yourself. See if you can do this problem on your own. Alright, get ready to pause, folks. Hit that pause button. Hit it. Alright, here we go. If you tried it on your own, feel free. If you just want to keep watching the video with me, that's cool. Graph paper is so much easier. Why didn't I bring graph paper home? You know, I'm not even allowed in the school building, everybody. If I wanted to get into my classroom, what I have to do is I have to get a hold of Mr. Klimzak, and I gotta say, hey, I need to get in my classroom, and he has to meet me at the school, and he has to escort me to my classroom. Crazy, right? I'm not even allowed to, true story, I'm not making this up, I'm not even allowed to use the bathroom when I'm at school. I'm allowed to go to my classroom, and that's it. Oh, this is a weird time that we live in. Alright. I'm thinking of just doing one more example after this. Alright. Y equals 1. Where are you? Y-axis. Go to 1. 1 is right there. So, let me make a horizontal line. We need to reflect over that line. Now, this question is kind of interesting, because if you take a look at it, the line of reflection is going through your pre-image. Kind of crazy. I'm going to recommend to change colors on this one. I'm going to work with a green Sharpie. I'm going to work with a different color so you can see what's going on between the pre-image and the image. Alright, A, B, C, D. Time to reflect. Let's start with D up here. Everybody, you need to reflect D over this line. Now, go perpendicular. I'm seeing that distance is a distance of 1, so go 1 unit on the other side. There's D prime. Let's do C next. Kind of looks like it's 1, 2, 1, 2. C prime's right there. Let's do B. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Here's B prime. We got one more letter to go. We got A prime to take care of. Now, if you take a look at A prime, actually take a look at A. A is on the line of reflection. So the distance that A is from the line of reflection is 0. So the distance that A prime should be from the line of reflection is 0. In other words, A prime is the exact same point as A. If you have a point on the line of reflection, it stays put. It doesn't move. All right, connect. All right, you will have some of these pictures in your homework. Congratulations, you just reflected ABCD over the line of reflection of y equals 1. Sometimes you're going to have it. It's kind of interesting taking a look at it. If you look at it maybe sideways, is that a little better to see? I don't know. I can see the reflection. It's a mirror image. It's an exact mirror image. Perfect. Last example. Example 3. All right. Before I do example 3, you're going to have, you're going to have y equals a number. Let's go back to the last page. You're going to have x equals a number. They change these numbers in the homework. Sometimes they throw at you, then reflect over the y-axis. If it's the y-axis, it's going to be this vertical line. That's your line of reflection. Sometimes they throw the x-axis. No surprise there. Use the x-axis. It's that horizontal x-axis. There's one more curveball I'm going to throw at you, and it's going to look like this. Questions in your homework. You're going to have a couple of them like this. Let's graph quadrilateral. Now I keep using quadrilaterals. Sometimes they're triangles in the book. So just, I'm just going to keep using quadrilaterals. F, G, H, I over the line. Let's do y equals x. Here's your curveball, folks. Now your Algebra 1 teacher should have taught you that last year. If not, I'm going to try to bring this back up to you all. I'm going to try to remind you what that is. All right, here we go. F, as I make an E. F, G, H, I. All right, F is the point. Negative 1, 2. G is negative 1, 6. H is negative 4, 4. And I is negative 5, 0. Let's get a graph going. You can graph this on your own. I gotta go out to 6. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 2, 3. Hopefully everybody's having a good, had a good spring break and you're enjoying your time at home. Me personally, I'm a little stir crazy. I've been in my house for, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days. I make a daily trip out to Home Depot or Menards, and that's it. The other times I'm stuck at home and I'm getting bored. Maybe some of you are just excited to get back to school. I'm excited to get back to school. I am looking forward to it. Negative 1, 2. You are crazy, Mr. Kosal. If I had the choice, I would stay home every day of my life. I would watch Netflix. I would surf Instagram. I would have my mom and dad bring me a ham sandwich every day for lunch. I don't know. Negative 5, 0. Alright. This is the easy part of this problem, graphing it. Hopefully everybody knows how to graph. Okay. Vertical line from G to F, and then a diagonal line from I to F. Alright, here's a new one, folks. Brand new, brand new. What is the line y equals x? Well, I'm going to put my ruler down. That's the line y equals x. That is the line y equals x. You could look at this one of two ways. This is actually in slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b. Notice how there is an invisible 1 in front of the x. So you can write it like this, y equals 1x. Same exact thing, same exact thing. And notice how there's no number after the x. So you can actually write this as y equals 1x plus 0. And you could graph that. Slope-intercept form. Okay, let's graph that line. I'm going to go up to 0, put a big fat point. That takes care of the y-intercept. And let's do the slope. Slope is up 1 over 1, rise over run. So I'm going to go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. Down 1, back 1, down 1, back 1, down 1, back 1. Lines go forever and ever in both directions. Everybody, there's the line y equals x. Alright, let's label it y equals x. The cool thing about y equals x is that if you take any point on this line, you know, that point right there is over 2, up 2. That's the x coordinate and that's the y coordinate. The line is y equals x. Isn't it kind of cool that the y equals the x? Every point on this line, the y equals the x. You could come up here. This is over 5, up 5. The y equals the x. That's the point -3, -3. The y equals the x. It's kind of cool, however point matches up. All right. The real question is, how do we graph these points? Well, here's a trick behind it. All you have to do, and let's start with f right here. All you have to do to get to f prime, because f prime is going to be on the other side of this line of reflection, because you're going to reflect it. Its image is going to be over here. This is the pre-image. So it's going to be over here. All you need to do is change these values. So notice how the x-coordinate was -1, the y-coordinate was 2. Flip them. X becomes 2, y becomes -1. Let's start by graphing that point. Let's go over 2, let's go down 1. Here's f prime. Do the same thing with every single one of these. G prime is going to be, well, flip them. That's going to be 6, -1. H prime is going to be 4, -4. Switch the x and the y. And I prime is going to be 0, -5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down 1. G prime over 4, down 4. H prime over 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down 5. I prime. Now connect. There's your image, everybody. That's all you gotta do. Take a look at it. It looks like a reflection. A little wonky. On graph paper, it would look a lot better. Once again, if you have graph paper, use it in your homework. Alright, folks, here we go. Page, I'm done. Where's my homework? What did I want to give you guys? It's a shorter assignment. 627. If you need short math assignments, I got them for you. I'm starting to realize I gotta cut out more problems and only give you the bare essentials. Let's go 5 through 9, not 5 and 9. 5 through 9, 10 through 14 even, and 18 to 22 even. Folks, attack that homework, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Take care.